an Orin for your thoughts.
Wondering what to tell Yennefer when we get to Novigrad.
Tell her the truth. Always. I wonder if Triss and Yennefer have found the sorceresses at the lodge. We ought to rejoin them.
Not quite yet, though. Why not stay here for a bit? Enjoy the quiet times of doing next to nothing. Especially when the pack between times are doing so much. Let's stay a while, Ciri.
Give me a minute. I'm old. Need more rest.
You are, and you do. Let's stay a bit longer.
Lovely view, isn't it? Time is 5 AM. Wow. Looking over the terrain we'd previously conquered, all the little lives torn apart by war taking place within those woods. Crow's Perch up there. Now, is that Fyke Isle there, or am I misreading that? No, it is. Interesting. Wow. But this small moment of respite, as all moments do, must come to an end.
So, off to Novigrad then?
Indeed. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get going.
Let's go.
The oak is dead.
The oak, the crones. I fear that was your last feast.
What of our acorns?
Wow. This is really, pardon the pun, thorny territory. You have literally torn apart someone's belief system here. It's like Freya's garden all over again, isn't it? Desecrated a holy place. Huh. Who's to really say?
Your acorns? No idea. Path to the summit's clear. You can always go looking for them.
Or just go home?
This is no longer no man's land. It's no longer the lady's land. It's all yours.
But what are we to do?
Come, Geralt. It's time.
Manage. On your own.
You're quite sorry for them, man. As evil as it all was, objectively speaking, it gave him a reason to be. Just like the Sylvan underneath that statue that time, you know?
Then non-humans. Thought it was mages the hunters and the temple guard were after.
Mages left. Hunters needed a new quarry. Hatred and prejudice will never be eradicated, and witch hunts will never be about witches. To have a scapegoat, that's the key. Humans always fear the alien, the odd. Once the mages had left Novigrad, folk turned their anger against the other races, and as they have for ages, branded their neighbors their greatest foes.
Hey, oh.
Lion! Ready some tankards! With guests!
Geralt! Ciri! When I learned Geralt had found you,
Glad to see you in one piece too, Dandelion.
Where have you two been?
Nah.
Went to Kaer Morhen first, then Velen.
Leave them alone, Zoltan. Can't you see they're beat? In fact, you look terrible. Like you could really use some rest.
Gladly take some. Point me to a room.
Of course. Come on, little swallow. I'll take you.
Let's meet later, Geralt. I've a little matter to resolve. I'll freshen up, then await you in the square in Gildorf.
Right.
Okie dokie. Dandelion, Yaska. Anything interesting happen while we were away?
Anything happened while we were away?
Pretty Polly came down with a fever. That oyster caught a knife between the ribs, and they're late delivering the sodden triple meat.
Dandelion. Lodge of Sorceresses. Triss and Yen were supposed to gather the remnants.
They're working on it. Triss is upstairs, waiting for you. Yennefer's gone to crippled Kate's.
Yen? At that portside dive? Why?
Didn't inform me. Imagine that. Ah, and that elf of yours moved into the Ruby Suite. Told me to tell you he's waiting too.
Really? Did he give him your best room, or was it just a matter that the elf from the other place where everything is utterly fantastical wanted something that was appropriately fantastical for him here?
Gave him your best room?
He didn't exactly ask. I prepared another room for him, but he blew past me and locked himself in the Ruby. Hasn't peeked out since. Barely eats, drinks only water, and the only thing I've heard from him is, I wish to know when Windblade and Zeriel arrive.
Thanks. Looks like I'll have my hands full.
Geralt the Monster Slayer. I've a wild art. Care to tame me?
Sorry, too busy looking at Hierarch Hemmelfart. Right, well.
Wars everywhere.
It's you, the White Wolf, the famous Geralt of Rivia, am I right?
You hear about me?
Hear about you? I know all there is to know. I learned it from Dandelion himself, who's forever telling stories of you and your adventures together. Of your hunt for the dragon, and how you outfoxed the Sylvan midst the hemp, of the battle for the bridge, and how he saved you from bandits.
Like to hear that one sometime myself.
One never tires of Dandelion's tales and ballads. Why, all will be amazed when I tell them the wolf himself takes joy in listening to them. Now, tell me how I may be of service. Something to wet your tongue?
Some nice blast from the past there. Ooh. Oh, wow. Well, honestly, I was here just to see if, out of curiosity, you sold, like, any alchemical stuff. I need some to replace my white rapid, I think. You worked here long now?
You worked here long? Earlier, I mean.
Under old Mr. Wiley, you mean? Why, no. I answered a notice. What did it say? Help wanted to assist in the oversight of an exclusive establishment with refined diversions. Baccalaureate freshly gained, 10 years of tavern experience a plus, knowledge of the common tongue, elder tongue, and contemporary poetry required.
Wouldn't you have been better off staying at the academy, or?
I never passed the entrance exam. Neither do I know a lick of elder, though I can indeed play a ditty or three. Also, I've committed all Master Dandelion's works to memory.
That explains it.
I see.
And let's see what you guys stock.
What do you have to drink that's good?
Just drinks? Yeah, just drinks by the looks of things. So, whilst we're here, Gwent. Max wager.
A game of Gwent. How about it?
I think it held out quite well, though. Or did we literally take this outside? After you. Well, who do we visit first, eh? Avalak, Yen, Triss, Sultan.
Sultan.
Geralt.
Anything new to be said? No. Good to see you, though.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
Thought I just saw Vess in the background, but no, it's him. Right.
How much for the night, my peach?
You're mistaken. I'm a dancer, not a...
2000 XP, I believe, until the level up and the Mastercrafted Woven. Now.
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Oh, she can infer. Had to do it.
Ciri had to do it. I couldn't let her go alone. You'd have done the same in my boots.
True.
Besides, I was there the whole time. Had the situation under control. Mind if we change the subject?
Yeah, you'll definitely have some insight on this, then, I suppose. One thing Triss has is the lowdown of the underground in Novigrad. She has lived it for quite a while. So, past some pyres on the way in. Non-humans. What do you make of that?
Past burning pyres on the way into town. Non-humans on them.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
I think it's crazy how you can orchestrate, organise a mass exodus of mages. I know the threat enough is enough to do it, but to do it in such an organised way, it's quite impressive, that, man. Any success summoning the members of the lodge?
Any success with the lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
And the others? Kira? Margarita? Philippa?
Kira? I thought you, of all people, would know.
Few can refuse a sorceress. And Kira Metz certainly had her ways. But when she demanded the Mage Alexander's notes, I had to turn her down. Kira needed that, as she needed the impetus to start anew. She found it where she least expected to. Years later, known for discovering the cure for the Catriona plague, she was thankful none remembered her time in hiding as a village witch. I've seen worse matches. Hope things work out for them.
I hope they work out for us, and we actually find Philippa and Rita.
True. And the whole idea with Kira and what you happen to know with what happened, let's just say that's a hell of a lot better than the alternative should she have got the notes and gone to Radovid. Because I have a feeling those spikes outside with some of these non-humans on, I reckon Kira would have been on one of those, but absolutely sure. So, would Geralt assure Triss that we would find members of the lodge with certainty? This isn't his area of expertise. We can simply only ask questions rather than provide assurances.
Know where they are?
Yennefer's looking into Rita's whereabouts. I have to figure out where Philippa is.
Know anything about Rita from Yen?
Know what Yen's found out?
You'll need to ask her. I've been busy trying to find Philippa.
Okay, and have you learned anything about Philippa?
So, learn anything?
A few things that could be interesting. Prefer the long version or the short?
We've got time. Tell us the details.
Tell me everything. I want the details.
After fleeing Loch Muin, Philippa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vlister.
Philippa and a former lover? Something tells me happily ever after is not how that story ends.
Philippa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be safest as an owl. She transformed, and he placed a dimeridium band on her leg. The mage hunt started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate.
Yes.
Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan. Huh. So Philippa was here under our noses the whole time?
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
Figures, that absolutely figures. But let's just backtrack a second. Wow. So, two angles are coming to this from. Zoltan picking up the owl because of the estate being sold off. We visited that estate. That was the one with the cheese things. It was Arthur something. I'm almost certain that's the case. If I'm wrong, I'll realise later, obviously, but... Isn't that interesting? Not just some measly side quests, is it? All threaded in somewhere along the line.
Yep, that's Zoltan for you.
A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great. We got any leads?
We have this.
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
Okay. Well, why not go now, eh? Avalak can wait in his ruby suite.
One outside the Passiflora could work.
Good idea. Let's go. We're here.
Nice and quiet. Shouldn't be any disturbances.
Let's begin. Observe the water's surface carefully. We can't let anything go unnoticed. Graham et Thuir, Robert Mekele, Alfelte. Graham et Thuir, Deagnis Kerle, Espirshena a et Clace.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her at his bathhouse. Might have guessed as much.
Lovers reunited. Now, with this divination malarkey, is that the past or the future?
Was that the past or the future?
The recent past. We have to hurry.
Okay then, bathhouse. Let's go.
Let's go to the bathhouse. Might not be too late.
Come on.
Are we about to have some, if my memory serves me right, Isle of Thanedd flashbacks here, particularly to do with Dijkstra? Let's negotiate first.
I hope we get there in time. I hope Dijkstra hasn't already hurt her.
The possibilities are many. Could be Dijkstra that got hurt.
Not likely. Dijkstra never forgave her for sending assassins after him. And Philip is weakened, no doubt about it.
Weakened, maybe, but still a powerful sorceress. If Dijkstra's men take the Dimeridium off, Philippa will kill them before they can say, oh shit.
I'm seriously getting Thanedd vibes right now, and maybe that'll become obvious as the decisions are made.
Philippa.
You essence strong magic. We have to get inside.
Shall we knock?
Surrender! This place is a maze, witch! You'll never get out! Goddamn fools! After her!
We'll handle this.
Oh no, no, no! The sorceress stays here!
Don't give us an impasse, please.
We're going together.
Not a chance.
It's fine, Geralt. I'll stay, in case she tries to flee this way.
Fine. Be right back.
Wrong sword. Dijkstra, which way is in? They'll go around? Thank you.
Damn, she cast a spell on them.
No Arbalest, no. Or melee. Big sledgehammer, right?
How long you gonna make me wait?
Slapped about. It's gonna go for the weapon away approach. Are we going the right? Let's be careful here. Is our mate gonna be down here? What's his name? Bart.
Birdie, birdie. Good steal.
I am your master now. You're to protect me, understood?
Bard.
Stand here. Let no one pass.
Bard. Here stand. None must go.
Where's she gone? Oh, Bart, mate. Oh, I have a soft spot for things like you.
Witcher, no past go. Birdie, birdie, no say.
Damn it, cast a spell on him too.
I imagine a witcher's axie would pale in comparison to a sorceress's mind control, really. This is the point where warrior druid, entry-level magic, purely entry-level. Not just because of the fact I've not, leveled it up, although axie I think I have. But this is just in the world, man. There's a rank and file to it. In the same sense that Philippa would be great with a sword, Geralt wouldn't be great with overriding the mind control here. So we have to appeal to Bart's base instincts. We want to help her, Bart.
She's hurt. Did you see that? I want to help her.
Birdie, no past go. Say, but no let past go.
Ever had a stomach ache?
Ache? Aye. But once old drowner eat.
Her stomach aches like she just ate 100 old drowners.
But no want. Drowner make egg vapor.
This is professional witchering right here.
I can help her.
But let past go. Witcher help.
Thank you, Bart. Honestly, I was a bit worried for a second there.
Help me die. Don't hold your breath.
You think I know my way around here by now? You think Geralt would know anyway?
I'm not out to hurt you.
Bollocks! You will not take me.
I want to help you.
Ha! Forgive me, but I just don't believe you.
Right. Right, yeah, the fire here. Can I outdo this with the art? Can I blow the flames out? Kind of? Kind of. I've just got a quest update. I'm assuming maybe Yen's gotten far too drunk at the bar. Laporte. Oh! Oh, I'm using the right sword now. Now, if I could avoid dying, that would be fantastic. I may need to drop a decoction, which I can earn some, what do you call it? Health for stamina use.
Lost your nerve?
See, that's like an advanced Earden, almost. what's that? Where the bloody hell's she? Right. Things are getting a bit tight here, aren't they? Anything to wolf down? Evidently not. Well then, what was I going on about before? Isn't the lesson 1 echidna? Performing actions that consume stamina. Regenerate vitality. Excellent. Strike you once, use the stamina. I don't even want to hit you right now. Oh, thank goodness. Now it's got to turn to the secondary objective, Philippa Alhart, of all people.
Not your enemy.
So quiet all of a sudden.
Oh, of course. She wouldn't have even heard the footsteps, would she?
If I wanted to kill you, you'd be long dead by now.
Oh, what do you want? To torment me? To watch others do so?
I need your help.
Betray me, and I will.
Relax. Not planning on it. Triss is outside. She'll explain everything.
Deepest apologies, but the lady will come with me.
Dijkstra, I don't have time for this. Get out of my way.
I've no quarrel with you, Geralt, but Phil and I have lots to talk about. Remember the assassins you sent after me, darling Phil? A grave error. Such matters ought to be handled personally, as I will now demonstrate.
Dijkstra? I see where you're coming from, mate. But, well...
I like you, Dijkstra. Don't make me hurt you.
Save your threats for the rats that run about the port. They don't make the slightest impression on me. Philippa will come with me, and answer for all the courtesies she's paying me.
I do get where you're coming from, absolutely. There's something else needs to go on here, but frankly, I'm going to make a decision here. And I think it roughly falls in line with what would actually essentially happen here. I'm surprised that you stood here like this, not even eyeing up Geralt. I'm not even seeing history repeat itself.
Sorry, can't let that happen.
Oh! No, 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 my leg!
Sorry to take so long, but I had to deal with the guards.
Hello, Triss.
Philip, are you all right?
I've been better.
I'll get you out of here.
Gonna be alright?
Yeah, thanks for your help.
Well, this was an interesting day to be in Novigrad. It is frightening to think of how this story might have ended had Triss and Geralt not arrived at the bathhouse in the nick of time. A dimeritium collar had kept Philippa trapped in owl form, but somehow she had managed to free herself from it, revert to her true self, overcome her guards and start tearing the bathhouse apart. Dodging her furious blasts, Geralt was finally able to corner her and convince her that he and Triss did not want to harm her. In fact, they needed her help. Though Dijkstra was vehemently, but that's a word which you only read but never hear out loud, opposed to letting the sorceress go, he ultimately realised resistance was futile in the face of Geralt's ironclad logic. And so Philippa Earlhart regained her freedom and joined the offensive against Eredin and his Red Riders. It's great when history repeats itself, eh? I think now we're going to go visit Ciri. More as a, an ode, a nod to the books, especially when it concerns Dijkstra there. If I remember right, it's been a while since I read that book with Thanedd Isle. But somehow in the murkiness of what's going on there, doesn't Geralt come across Dijkstra, and Dijkstra is essentially threatening to take Ciri away or something, and Geralt responds by breaking his leg. That's how it happens, right? Something to that effect. There's obviously a wider context to it and more specific detail, but as far as the broad strokes go, that's it. So that's why it's immensely satisfying to do something like that, break dialogue and go into a one of those specially made cutscenes for a nice mocap leg break. However, where's the nearest alchemist? There is plenty to be bought, which means just abandoning Ciri for the moment. And how much XP did I get from that? Okay, yeah, almost 500 in, 1500 to go. It may well be that by the end of these final preparations being over, that it could well be the case that we're in Mastercraft Wolven. With a coat of black, I suspect. Yes! Yes! Oh, I don't care if I even bankrupt myself. That's potentially going too far. Oh, finally. Well, whilst I'm here then. Right, this is going to be very satisfying. Make a bunch of these.
So long.
Where's Vimy Vivaldi? Hello. Hey up, Vimy.
How can I be of service?
I was doing the book version of Vimy Vivaldi. Pardon me.
Till next time.
Vimy, I'm gonna use your services.
Long live, etc., etc. I feel like puking after that swill in the canteen.
Right, finally. White gull by the barrel. Oh, what the bloody hell do I need now? Redeem her. Are you absolutely? I've got enough. Got enough. It will do. In the meantime, white honey.
Whosoever conceals a mage in their home shall burn alongside him.
Thank you.
Show me your...
Do you have any Redenian herbal? No, you don't? Okay, just gotta leave it there right now.
So long.
That took a lot longer than it should have. Now, let's reorient myself. Where's Ciri? Ciri is to my left. There she is, right. Wonder what business Ciri has in Novigrad. It'll have to be something to do when she was last here. So, Dandelion? Already met Dandelion. We'll see.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Bit Dear Butcher went on big.
Don't go to Blaviken then.
Just this morning, my Greta came back from the market with news. Some mysterious murders happening in some house.
I'll have it for you next
Greta's got the imagination of a drunk
You also
troubadour.
told me to come next week.
She never lies about serious
week.
matters.
But this week
Some
is the next
storekeeper
week
told her
of
the
which you
corpses
spoke
were
last
shreds.
week.
A storekeeper.
This week is this
Another
week.
trustworthy
Next week won't
source.
come till next week.
Everyone in Novigrad wants others to listen to them. Fantastic tales are the easiest way. Well, I believe there's something to...
Looking for something in particular?
A pretty little trinket.
Want to give someone a present?
When I was last in Novigrad, I had my share of troubles.
So I heard.
A few people helped me then. Others, not so much. Now I mean to repay them both. Coming with?
Sure, absolutely.
Lead the way.
We need to go to Temple Isle.
Don't remember you being religious?
Nor am I now. Let's go. Almost there.
Where are we going exactly?
To see Horson Jr.
Let's catch you up on things once you've been away.
Bit late for that. He's dead.
I asked Sultan, and he said Horson's alive and well on Temple Isle.
I was there. Stuck a sword in his gut.
Your hand must have slipped, because it seems he's recovered.
Well, this is one you have to see to believe.
Why are you doing this again?
I want to look him in the eyes.
What then?
Don't know. Depends what I see.
They look Nilfgaardian.
The fashion has come from the
The
south.
White Wolf.
Soon everything will look Nilfgaardian. Know why? Because this will be a Nilfgaardian city. Beware, freak.
Let's get a jog along. Don't mind us.
What?
Here to see Mr. Wiley.
Mr. Wiley's expecting important guests, so bugger off, you turds!
Nice.
Make a deal, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. A deal.
Go on upstairs. Boss is waiting.
That was strange.
To say the least.
I wonder what they're doing.
We'll know soon enough.
Still the same old rabble, isn't it? Which really... Horson that's the centre of attention.
Well, well. Who do we have here? Finally found your little ward. Took your sweet fucking time.
Seems in fine health to me.
Ah, because you thought you killed me that time. Surprise the fucking prize. Shut your trap, witch! Before somebody fills that hole for you.
Enough! I'll finish what you started.
Whoa, whoa, stop, it's me, Dudu Bieberfeld. You really didn't recognize me?
Dudu?
Well, that explains a lot. Prove it. Could prove it with some silver, mind you. But in this case, yeah, let's keep those swords stowed and try something with a little bit more nuance if we're able to.
Wait, Ciri. After the heist, after Dijkstra's vault was emptied, you vanished. How'd I find you? Quick.
Butcher's Yard, the Mummer's Plane, Priscilla's. You dragged me onto the stage.
Sheathe your sword, Ciri. It's Dudu.
God, you give me quite the scare.
Wow, whoa. That was a bad way to make a first impression all over again. That could have really ended badly there.
Not wise to play games with a witcher.
Horson Jr.? Was there no one else you could impersonate?
Once we'd fled, I'd no idea what to do. I could only hide for so long. They'd find me sooner or later. It wasn't our decision. We knew he was dead, but not many others had caught on. That was my chance.
No one mourned for Horson Jr. In all his miserable life, he'd never helped a soul. Amusingly, once dead, he became a useful member of society. They say everyone deserves a second chance. Seems true enough. Horson got his, in a way, sharing it with a Doppler named Doo-Doo.
That was courageous, Doo-Doo. I'd never expect it from you.
Neither would I. Oh, by the way, you've no idea at the relief I feel you're alive and well.
And I'm relieved I didn't slit your throat.
Well, not afraid of being found out? We're on the top floor, we're not exactly alone.
Be careful, you could get found out.
Wiley's men are too stupid to catch on. His colleagues ain't much better. Mind you, even you were fooled.
And that might have ended very badly for you.
True. I get a bit carried away at times, but mostly I'm careful.
Well, if you're going full method actor, make sure you're not actually going full method. There's a reason why he died in the first place. How's business, then?
Chose an interesting line of business.
Doo-Doo's always had a head for numbers. What's a few brothels and casinos? He'll manage.
That's the thing. I don't need to. 2 weeks after Wiley died, I announced I'd seen the light of the eternal fire. Sold all the illegal enterprises. I'm a blue water trader now.
Horson's men didn't protest?
I've contacts in the guilds. Run a thriving trade. Profits are twice what they were before. To Wiley's men, a purse twice as heavy means twice as much respect for the men handing it to them.
Interesting. It just make me think, that short story in the Sword of Destiny when Doo-Doo's revealed for the first time. There's something to do with Vimir Vivaldi and securing a loan, isn't there? For something to do with purple dye? Something like that? So yeah, that's what Siri will be saying, or referencing by Doo-Doo being able to handle business and finance. Because that was quite impressive. Anyway, we need to go.
Time's up.
Right. We must still go by the Golden Sturgeon.
It was nice to see you both. And take care of yourselves.
You too.
So long, Doo-Doo. Why are we going to the Sturgeon?
To see a girl who helped me once.
Who might that be?
Friend with Dandelions. Her name's Bee. She's a waitress at the Golden Sturgeon. Helped me contact Dandelion. I wish to thank her. She risked a lot.
Risked a lot? How's that?
The temple guard were breathing down my neck. If she'd been seen with me, she might have been flogged or worse.
Always getting into trouble.
I take after you.
I asked for fresh fish.
Golden Sturgeon.
Fresh fish.
Isn't that where Yen is, or... No?
I visited a city once that was very much like Novigrad, but the people there were much taller and had dark skin.
Is somewhere in Zerkania?
No, in another world.
What's it like, hopping between worlds? Anything like passing through a portal? Or different?
A bit different. It was hard going at first. I wasn't very good at controlling it, so I had to concentrate intensely and hope I didn't land in the crater of an active volcano. The training I did with Avalok was very helpful. Now, I merely think of the place I wish to travel to, close my eyes, and it's done.
Still seems very human, the whole idea of world travelling. As long as you ground it within the characters that you know, it can become quite a palatable thing. Very easy to do wrong, though. I don't dislike it. It's funny, that. Thought I would. Okay, here we are, Golden Sturgeon.
Gave you a chance. Should have taken him.
I spit on anything you give me.
You'll regret that, you cow.
Mind your manners, you're talking to a lady.
Stay out of this. This is not your concern.
What would Geralt do? This is just one of these situations where you're shoehorned into it. There ain't really much point looking beyond that.
Sure it is.
You're a fucking freak too.
He is. Very dangerous at that. The butcher of White Orchard.
What'd he do there? Trim the trees? Eugen. He slew half the village. Dragged the bodies of the alderman and his wife behind his horse to Novigrad. Let's get out of here.
That's pretty good advice your friend's offering.
Sorry.
Thank you. They seem more determined this time.
Shouldn't cross them, I told you.
I'm to bar non-humans from this establishment because some thugs threaten me. Not likely.
It's so good to see you, Bee.
And you, Ciri. Who's your charming companion?
Go on.
Geralt of Rivia.
That Geralt! Very nice to meet you. I've heard so much.
Pique my curiosity.
Really? What, for example?
For example, how you've saved her from woes so many times she's lost count. And how you always know how to make her laugh. That's Ciri, of course. Other ladies, however...
Bee, I'm standing right here.
Alright, alright. So, what brings you here, darlings?
I wanted to thank you for everything.
Oh, stop. Anyone would have done the same in my shoes.
Not many would have done it with such courage. Thank you. This is for you. A trinket to remember me by.
Oh my, it's beautiful. Thank you. So, will you stay for stew? And keep slaughtered a piglet this morning?
Thanks. But we must still visit Far Corners.
Ah, off to see Valdo, eh? Well, shan't stop you then. They'll feed you properly there too, no doubt. Farewell to you both. And do take care of her, Witcher.
I will. So long.
Bravo, Witcher! I've material for another ballad.
So, your friend, Bee.
What about her?
Nothing. Seems nice.
Geralt, you're terrible.
What I say? What's there to see in Far Corners?
The camp of some traveling circus performers. Non-humans. When I came here before, I wanted to contact Triss. Life was hard. I quickly spent nearly everything the Baron gave me. Triss and I never met, because the temple guard showed up. I was a wanted woman afterwards.
Triss didn't try to contact you?
How could she? She didn't know anything. In fact, she thought she was to meet another alchemist wanting to flee Novigrad. I preferred not to put her in danger. I was being hunted. Had not a copper to my name. Then I met Valdo. He and his troop helped me. Then introduced me to Bee. And through Bee, I found Dandelion. You know the rest.
Okay. Finally to have those knots tied up, eh? No, we are a bit out of the way. Huh. Why am I getting the rats vibe?